Hi there, this is Dana Franks, and I'm your instructor for Library 130 School Libraries this quarter. I have prepared this brief video to orient you to the class page, and I hope that will help a little bit with navigation. For those of you who are taking several online classes, you'll probably find that different instructors have different styles and ways they arrange their page, so I'm hoping this little orientation might help a bit. By the way, that's me sitting on the shore of Olali Lake and with my little dog Patches doing one of my very favorite things, which is hiking. So here we are. This is the school libraries page, and this is the view you'll see when you first get here. The place you'll be going most often will be to the Classroom tab, so I'm going to go ahead and click on it now. Right now, there's not very much for you to see, but what you'll see is each week there will be a new week folder appearing here. So the links will keep moving to the bottom. These are generic links. I'm clicking on it to show you what's here. Link to the Highline library, link to some resources to help you cite your sources, links to various electronic databases you might use for research, various library catalogs. I'm not going to go through this whole list. You can look at it on your own, but I do encourage you to explore this and just see what they all are. Okay, so now back to the classroom. Okay. Always at the top will be the general discussion link, and right at the moment there's nothing in here. But this is a place where you can come and leave messages for me, leave messages for each other. I think what I say is you can ask or help answer questions about class topics. If any one of you asks a question, and if one of you knows the answer, please jump in if I have not gotten online to answer it first. I really encourage student interaction, and let's figure these things out together. So help each other out. And you can also ask for help on class assignments. I'm a little unusual in that I really like my students to help each other on your assignments. If you want to share what you are preparing to turn in before you turn it in and get comments from any of your peers, and if you're willing to help each other out, I love it. I love to have you share your work. I consider it to be the same kind of thing as if this was not an online class you might get together in the library. I don't want that to be there. So you can come here and do that. If you're wanting to work with one or two other individuals and you want me to set up a special private place where you can work together, just get in touch with me. I can set up a special meeting place for you. So I expect there to be lots of discussion going on here. So let's go back to the classroom. Throughout the quarter, we will have some specific discussion forums. I would imagine, I want you to picture this like you're sitting in a classroom, and today I've raised a topic and I want us to discuss it as a group. And so there will be quite a few of these in the first several weeks, you know, one per week for the first 6 or 7 weeks, something like that. But as we go, right now you'll see just 2 of them. This is the discussion forum. The topic will be, for week 1, will be school libraries, our impressions and experiences. And when you get here, you'll see that there's a message already waiting for you from me that will give you guidelines for what I want this conversation to be about. And you can either reply to that or add new posts. Okay, but what am I trying to say here? So if I'm back in the classroom, while I will post each new discussion forum in the week, and you'll see it in a second, in the week we're in, I'll always have a list of all of them in this discussion forum folder. So if you're like, which one was, you know, if you're trying to get back to some comment somebody made, you'll find them all gathered here together. Okay, so I showed you the links, I showed you the general discussion forum, the place where you can get to the other topic-specific forums. Now here's an example of a week's worth of work. When you get here, for each week I will always post what the outcomes are for the week. So this is just a brief look at what it is we'll be addressing during the week. So that's the outcomes. Lectures, for want of a better word, I imagine these as if you were coming to class, this is what we're doing on Monday, this is what we're doing on Tuesday, Wednesday, and so forth. And so you can simply click on these. Sometimes there'll be files, sometimes, here's a page. It's pretty much just an introduction. Okay, and you can read through it. I try to put a variety of things in here so you're not just reading all the time. I try to put in little bits of video, PowerPoints. Sometimes they're mine, sometimes they're somebody else's. Sometimes I call them in-class activities. So I'll give you something to do and or discuss, something like that. So those are the weekly lectures. So again, we're back in week 1, outcomes, lectures. If there's a discussion topic for the week, this is where the link is to that discussion forum. So remember, this is our topic, and I had that introductory message to you. So let's go. I'm going all the way back to the classroom. There were 2 links to this same discussion. You could get to it through the week 1 folder, or you could get to it through the discussion folder. So I just don't want you to be confused by the fact that there's more than one link. It's just more than one way to get to a place. But if you pretty much are just going week by week, you'll just get to it from here. If I have readings assigned for the week, they'll be here. And readings is a misnomer. Sometimes they are things to read. Other times they're things to listen to. We're going to be preparing several book talks throughout the quarter, and so for each book talk assignment, I will give you several examples. Some of them created by me, some of them created by other people. So here they are. And in fact, I've got one more to post here. I have Sherman Alexie book talking his own book, and I'll put that video up before the class begins. Okay, so outcomes, lectures, discussion, readings, and then assignments. Now, I don't usually give you 3 assignments all at once, but they're all going to be here. Don't be too nervous about this. The first one, this is a very simple assignment. It's called Getting to Know You, and the assignment's right here. So clicking on it. But what it's going to tell you is it's going to tell you to create a profile for yourself. You may have done this for other instructors before. And you will do it from the home course position. I shouldn't say home, from the course. So if we're in course, there's a course roster right here. And all of your names are here, and you'll be able to create a profile for yourself. I suggest you take a look at mine before you create yours to get a feel for the kind of things I'm looking for. I'm going to want a picture, and I'm going to want you to address very specific questions in your profile. And finally, I want you in this My Bookmarks area, add some links. You can, and you'll see that I have 3 links there. I'm just asking for anywhere between 1 and 3 links. Okay, but I've had students before submit rather chatty things, which is nice. It's fine to be chatty, but I'm asking some things. And so now let me go back to the classroom. I'll go back to week 1. I'll go back to the assignment. It's just a list of 13, actually 12 items I want you to have here. So just make sure you go and check it off. Make sure you include everything that's there. If you want to see how I'm going to grade it, there will be a grading rubric that you can see at the bottom of the assignment. So clicking on that shows you what my criteria are going to be for grading. So I try to provide a rubric. I think I have rubrics for everything you do. So you'll always know how you're going to be graded on something. So that was the first assignment, and that's due just within a couple of days. Um, the second assignment, we are going to do final presentations at the end of the quarter, and this is an assignment. I'm going to have to give you some more stuff. Oh, I know. Here in the lectures on Friday, there's an introduction to the final presentation. And it will give you, right here is a list of topics. And actually, I'm not going to open it right now. But I want you to go through, open up that list of topics and pick out your top 3. And so now I'm going back to the week 1. So this assignment is nothing more than submitting your list. So those first 2 are pretty quick and easy. The third assignment will be your first book talk, and it won't be due until, let me take a look. You know what? By the time you open this up, I'll have posted. I usually put right here, below here, when it's due, and I neglected to do that. So I will fix that before you actually see this. But I think you've got, you may have 2 weeks. You maybe only have 1 week. I'm not sure. But you'll have, I'm pretty sure you have 2 weeks to get that done. In fact, we can find that out in just a minute when I show you another aspect of the class. Let me just go back to week 1. Yeah, this is everything that's in week 1. There's a calendar, and I have posted on the calendar day by day what the lecture topic is, anything that was assigned. It tells you what I expect you to read on that day, and so forth. So if we go to the next month, I can see, oh yeah, your first book talk is due on April 12th. So you do have a full 2 weeks to get that one done. Also, I don't want you to be too confused by the first book talk assignment. Let me go back to the classroom now, and we'll go to week 1, and we'll go to book talk 1. There are 2 choices, but you only do one of them. You'll get to do a book talk either on an easy-to-read book or a graphic novel, but not both. And so you get to pick one or the other. But I like to have, I used to assign 8 of these, but it was just too much work for everybody. But I like us to all get examples of many different topics, and I have 8 different topics over the quarter. So each time you get an assignment, there will be 4 book talks over the course of the quarter. You'll get to choose between 2 topics. Okay, so that's back to our classroom. We've seen the calendar. I'm going to go back to the course. I'm trying to see. Anytime I make any big changes, I will post an announcement, so watch your announcements here. Watch for course mail here. If you're going to email me, please email me through Angel. It's really great for segregating it from my regular mail, which gets too full. It's almost difficult for me to see it. And I think that's about it. If you have any questions about the arrangement of the course, please do get in touch with me. The best place, always, is through this general discussion forum. And you can even see that on the main course page. There's general discussion is right here. If you leave me a question there, then not only will I see it because I check this every day, but also other students will benefit from the answer to the question. So I hope that will get you started, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all in class.